lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a Christmas makeup look, of course complete with green eyes and red lips because it's Christmas. I mean, makeup doesn't scream Christmas any more than this look right now, does it? So to do this look I'm using the Body Shop's Paint in Colour eyeshadow. There are a lot of festive colours in there, like there's little greens, reds, little smoky grey browns. So I thought, what better palette to use than this one to create something festive. I've never actually used this palette before either, so stay tuned if you want to see how I created this look. So I've just started off with doing my face makeup just briefly. I've just put a bit of foundation on and concealer. I can go back and touch up the bits that, you know, if I have any fallout or anything like that later on, like my full face isn't done, so it's not like untouchable. So I've just left it like that just so I've got like a little bit of a base, and obviously I've done my eyebrows as well. So let's just move straight on to the eyeshadow. So I'm using the Body Shop's Paint in Colour eyeshadow palette, and I've never actually used Body Shop makeup before. But these are what the colours look like. They are beautiful. But the only thing is that there aren't any like names of the shades, so I'm literally just going to have to point out to you guys like which shade I'm using rather than just call out a name. That's different. I've not come across a palette that doesn't have a name like for their shades like for so long. Okay, so I think I'm going to stick to like quite a matte colour. I want like a dark matte colour. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that these are going to be a little bit more pigmented than what is just picking up on my hand. Like there is not much being picked up. So first let's go in with this shade here. It's a bit of like a grey browny colour. Now this can just be like a transition shade. I'm going to see what it goes like when it's on my lid. It seems quite light just when I just picked it up. Oh, it's quite... Oh, it is kind of like a taupe kind of colour. Anyways, that'll be okay just for transition. Don't think I would actually use that shade as like an actual stable like eyeshadow bit, but it does give quite a bit of definition. So that's okay, we can work with that. Obviously I'm just using like a really fluffy brush as well just to blend it all out so there's no harsh lines. Even in 2020 guys, there should be no excuse for harsh lines with all these blending brushes that are out these days. Then I'm going to go in with that darker shade here. That one right there. And I'm just going to go in the crease with the same brush. Just blend it outwards. So for all over the lid I'm going to be using this greeny colour here, which is quite daring, but it's Christmas so why the hell not. And I'm just going to get a flat brush in my setting spray and just wet the brush just so it picks up all that shimmer. I'm just scared right now. Going all on the lid. It is kind of pigmented, but I was expecting like a little bit more pigmentation. I'm not going to lie. I might just need to pack it up a little bit. Is it just me or is that look blue? I actually quite like how that's turned out just as it is, you know. So far I'm impressed. And then next up I'm going to do something a little bit different. I quite like how the eye looks at the moment, but I want a little bit more pop in the centre. So I think I'm going to go for this shimmery gold colour here. I'm just going to put it on with my finger, which is a little bit like, ooh, messy. I hate having like dirty hands, so that's a bit like, and I'm just going to go in the centre. Oh. And just go back in with that flat brush in the green shades just to touch up any bits where you feel like the gold has kind of went over a little bit too much. This is just like personal preference, depends how much gold pop that you want. But I just want to like deepen the inner and outer corners a little bit more now. Then once you're happy with all of the blending that you've done and the colour that you've got, I'm going to move on to the lower lash line. I'm just going to use a plain black eyeliner for the bottom, but I'm just going to actually use a black eyeshadow because I think it looks a little bit more smoky. And then I'm going to smoke it out with the same green colour that I've used on top, just underneath, blending the two colours together. So I'm actually using the black, what's it called, Fast Lane from the Jeffree Star X Morphe palette, because I think this is really nice smoky black colour. It's not harsh. Go right in the lash line. This bit always tickles. I always like amaze myself again of how much of a difference eyeliner does actually make to a makeup look. Like, it just makes everything look so much darker and dramatic compared to this side, doesn't it? And there's been like a few times now where I've done makeup looks and I haven't actually put any eyeliner on the bottom, and then looking back I think it probably would have looked so much better if I'd used eyeliner. I'm just taking that green and I'm just going right underneath the black. And just grab your concealer and just apply it under your eye where you feel like there is fallout. And applying concealer under here will just really sharpen up the look. And then taking the dense brush and just brushing it all out. Putting a little bit of powder on the forehead just to kind of blend into the contour so you don't just have like a really harsh line there. For highlighter I'm using a bit more of a goldy shade just to match that was on the eye, just going right above that contour. And of course you've got to have red lips at Christmas, like it's just tradition, isn't it? So I am using Hot Red lip pencil and the Best lipstick, both by NYX. They are fab colours and they really complement each other. So first I'm just going to go around the natural line of my lips. Maybe I might go slightly over just to overline a little bit. And then slightly fill it in. And I'm taking my lipstick, I'm just going to go right over what I've already filled. I love how this look has turned out, and this was just completely on a whim. Like, I had no idea what I was doing, but I often think that a lot of makeup looks do turn out the best when they are like totally unplanned and you don't know what you're doing. A little bit daring and a little bit nerve-wracking for me because I quite like being organised and prepared, but I actually love this makeup look. I would totally wear it for a night out. Not that there's any of them going at the moment, but never mind, maybe next year. So that brings this video to an end. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know down in the comments box down below if you enjoyed this look or if you have any requests for me to do before Christmas. Get them in, there's only 9 days to go. Woohoo! So stay tuned for my next video guys, and take care. Bye!